My name is Terry Moreau. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I have a bumpy nose. My nose feels bumpy and rubbery. My nose has gotten a little bit bigger on the right side. Sometimes I get boils on the inside of my nose, and they're really painful. I've always had a problem with my complexion since I was very young. My nose started growing about 7 years ago, and as my nose grew, I let my hair grow, kind of cover it up, balance it out. Breathing for me during the day is not that big of a problem, but at night I'll be gasping for breath because I can't get any air through my nostrils. When I lay down and try to fall asleep, I can't breathe because my nose is weighted down over my nostrils. And sometimes I put my arm over my head and hold my nose up with my fingers, and then I fall asleep like that. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night after I've fallen asleep and I'm not holding my nose up. I'll be gasping for air, and I wake up. It's really frightening. I don't know what the name of my condition is. One time I went to a doctor's appointment, and the doctor noticed my nose and prescribed me a cream for it. And I applied it, and it had no effect on it at all. So I really don't feel comfortable going to the doctor.
Come on, fat girl. I know, come on. I'm gonna dump it in that bucket. Girlfriend, come here. Let's pour it in. There you go, Dad. Gonna make a farmer out of you, yeah, Pops.
I have 7 children. I've got 17 grandkids, 1 great-grandchild, and 2 on the way. Heather is my oldest daughter. She's a jewel. I love her dearly.
Everybody's coming over for the holidays, and Levi will be here. And Cody and Charlie haven't seen you since 8 years now. How come you haven't come in so long?
Feel uncomfortable with my nose the way it is, Heather.
I know. You always knew where you stood with him because he's just open and loving and the hippie dad. He had long hair and listened to the 70s rock and just real laid back. And now it's a part of him's not even there anymore. Have you talked to Charlie, Uncle Charlie? Have you gone to see him play lately?
I did once.
And that was the one biggest bond I feel like we've always had is the music. You're the coolest dad. And I miss you.
I miss spending time with my family. I have a 7-year-old great-grandson. I've kind of put off meeting him because I didn't want to scare him at such a young age with my nose.
I want things like they used to be. So if you get it fixed, you'll start coming around again?
Yeah.
Great. I miss you, man.
I miss you too.
I miss my old hippie dad.
I would have a lot more confidence in myself if I could get my nose repaired. I really am looking forward to getting out there and spending time with people again. If Dr. Lee can help me, I believe it'll help me be able to sleep through the night better as far as my breathing. You know, there's lots of things that it'll make a difference in.
Hello.
Hello, how
Hi.
you doing?
Very nice to meet you, sir. Thanks for coming all the way out here. Where'd you come from?
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Well, welcome. First of all, you look like one of the members of ZZ Top. So I guess you're seeing us for your nose.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what this is? You know what it's called? Rhinophyma, it looks like, from this distance. Rhinophyma is like a severe form of rosacea. You might have heard of rosacea before. Some people, especially men, they can get a a thickening of their skin on the nose in particular. Does it cause you pain or does it cause any discomfort for you?
I have a hard time breathing. It's uncomfortable.
I'm gonna take a look, okay?
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Terry is such a sweet, soft-spoken gentleman, really with this gruff exterior. And maybe he has this exterior too to kind of distract from this extensive rhinophyma that he has. This type of extensive rhinophyma is certainly a treatment that is not without risks. It involves quite a lot of your nose here. But it's really the front of your nose that you have the brunt of it. I just concerned mainly because this is a pretty large area with a good blood supply to it, so that's what I think about. Obviously, this is a big case of rhinophyma, and I don't want to promise the world that I can take all of this out in one get-go because there's risks. I know I have to take this off slowly and gradually. I mean, I never know what's under each layer here. I mean, who knows what you're gonna come across underneath there. I'm gonna give it a try. I can't promise everything, but let's see what we can do there, okay? All right, I'm gonna go set up over there and I'll call you back.
Okay, thank you. I know that Dr. Lee's concerned about how advanced my condition is. One of my biggest fears is if the bleeding gets out of control and we have to stop it, what will happen then?
My target is this large knob right here, essentially. But the bleeding is concerning to me. You know, sometimes you get like some good veins that come out and populate this area. It might be too much for you to handle, so, but let's see, okay? Might be able to do it all today, or we might have you come back again.
Just do whatever you need to do.
There's only so much numbing that you can give any patient at any given day. Certainly at high levels, that can really affect your heart. That can actually cause toxicity to your heart. Let me numb up one side first, and let's see how well we can do this, how quickly and how efficiently with as little bleeding as possible and with the most comfort as possible. Sometimes it comes out of the little pores. Oh, sorry. That's just the numbing medicine coming out of the pores. That's why I wear all my gear, too. Today, I'm using the surgical electrocautery loop. It cuts through tissue, but at the same time, it's going to help to seal little blood vessels there so you have less bleeding. So she's gonna turn on this vacuum here. Make sure nothing ever hurts you. Cut that off. Rhinophyma is really a thickening of oily skin. You get these enlarged pores that oil can store in, right? Oil and keratin, or dead skin cells. Interestingly, a lot of the size of his nose doesn't have so much to do with actual skin there. There are big pockets of butter in there. There's big pockets of oil in there. These are some of the biggest butter pockets I've ever seen. It's doing well. It's like it's so dense in there, it gets harder to cut. Okay, so now I'm looking at his nose. See, that's where it's gonna end. So I actually don't want to go too far there. There's like little pieces of skin that I take off, and it's like bacon bits. You can feel the heat coming off this thing. Look at all the oil coming off of it. Like there's so much oil here, it just disables this tip. It doesn't cut as well. I am getting a lot of moisture collecting on my electrocautery tool. And this is slowing me down because it's not getting hot enough to cut through the tissue. It's not as efficient as it usually is.
Feels better already.
It does? Oh, good. I like that. It feels better. You feel like lighter, maybe. Solid tissue here. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I can feel a little bit of pain, but I want her to keep going because I wanted her to finish it up.
Oh, hold on. Blood vessel there. We might get some more of those as we get closer down to the bottom here. Stopping to cauterize these oozing blood vessels is certainly slowing me down, and that is something that I'm also considering because taking longer here will mean that the numbing will wear off. That one right here. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Damn it. I'm here with Terry, who has pretty extensive rhinophyma, and I'm trying to really efficiently shave off this extra skin from his nose. But he has a lot of oozing. He's got a lot of little pockets of butter, so to speak, and that's very much slowing me down. And these are things that I'm considering because the numbing's only gonna last so long. It's getting smaller. You probably can see that a little out of the corner of your eye, though. You probably just wanna keep your eyes closed anyways. Sorry, a little bit, I'm sorry. This is really oily up here. The deeper I get, the larger pockets of oil I find. Sometimes I think if I squeeze out more of it, maybe it'll get smaller and then I won't have to do as much. And the bigger the blood vessels. We're gonna put one little baby oozer there. I don't like to get us. I feel like I'm on this rhinophyma battlefield. It's like I'm hitting all these landmines of pocket butter, and I'm getting these blood vessels that want to ooze. And we have Terry, who's feeling some discomfort here. So now my goal is really focused on finishing the right side of his nose as much as I can. You know, I'm going to just trudge on through and get to the end, though. I've got to get to the flag. I got to capture it. Look at that. It's like a little treasure here, in a way. I mean, not sure how to get this down completely. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Let me put some numbing right there. Hold on. I'm sorry, making him cry. This is hurting you, huh? A little bit? Or a lot more? When you say a little, I know it means a lot.
It's not bad.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. This little thing here. I'm just trying to squeeze out as much of this, of the extra little stuff you got in here, because I think that's gonna lead to it being smaller too in itself.
Yeah.
Terry is such a trooper. He really sat there so patiently as we took a good amount of time, really, to remove the larger portion of rhinophyma on his nose. I think that it's unsafe for me to fully proceed here because we're really reaching the limit of a safe level of numbing that he can really receive within a 24-hour period. So I would really like to see how he heals and to come back another day and to remove the rest of it. At least now, this should improve his breathing tremendously. You are definitely a two-timer, but we're getting it. I've definitely made a difference here, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna sit you up for a second, let you take off the little piece of skin on you. Just gonna show you, though, what you have so far. Oh, let's take that out of your nose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Unbelievable.
Right, it looks good on that side.
I feel happier about myself when I look in the mirror now. It's a big difference. Big improvement. Can surely breathe better already.
I'd love to see you like in about a month, because it's gonna take a couple weeks for it to heal.
Feel great. Feel great. I can breathe better already. I was wanting it all to get done in one day, but whatever it takes. Thank you much.
It's not goodbye forever, but it's goodbye for now.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, great.
Looking good.
I hope when I come back, she's happy with how it turned out and finish the other side and make it look just as good as this one.